All right, everybody. We move from the playoffs to what I like to call Rep Watch. It's at a 21. Let's see how bad it is by the start of next season. Let's find out. Before that, though, we have the playoffs to sim through, awards to look at, including the AHL. Ooh. Hold on. The Portland Pirates, baby, have made the playoffs. Let's fucking go. Hold on. Is there any way we can kind of stock up this Pirates team? Is there something we can do about that? Mark Byzantine can be the starter. I'm willing to send down Chris Summers. He should help quite a bit, maybe. Well, let's call up Justin Hache. I never knew how to say his name. Is there anybody else that we can send down here to boost up this team? The answer is obviously yes, but also at the same time, not really. So we'll just go best lines. The Portland Pirates in the playoffs, baby. Again, I know I checked on the next-gen version, but are you sure this isn't the game with the alternates? It's not. God, these jerseys were so good. So good. I miss my team. Whoops. I didn't mean to hit the button. I miss my team. It'd be Hache. Okay. That was my guess, but let's see what happens here. Again, this is what next-gen simming would have been, except all the time. So, not very fun. We wouldn't have had the overtime moment to enjoy. All right. 2-1 lead for the Pirates. Oof. All right. The whole home team wins every time thing. Game 5. Oh, boys, no. Don't break my heart in the first season. Don't break my heart in the first season. Don't do it. Ah, won the first 2 games. And then lost 4 straight. We were having too much fun. Clearly. Not allowed to have any more fun than what I've already had. So the game decrees. That's upsetting. Show me the retirement screen. I mean, hey, it exists. It does exist. So, oh, goodness. Panthers and somebody else in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Kings made it to the Western Conference Finals. Edmonton and LA. Philly and Florida on the other side. Looks like it'll be Los Angeles and Philadelphia for the Stanley Cup. I mean, LA was crushing it on the next-gen version, too, so I'm not really all that surprised. Mason with the playoff shutout. I believe the Flyers have done it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Philly might be slipping. They might be slipping. Why is the scout popping up every day? That's just what it does. There was no auto scout, technically. I think Philadelphia won it. Let's get confirmation. The winner of the Stanley Cup. The Los Angeles Kings win the Stanley Cup, the Calder Cup, to the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, as they should be called. Because there's no fucking islands in Bridgeport. The Kings win again. We don't have to look at their roster because we already know what it was. But LA wins in 7 over Philadelphia after making it past Edmonton, Calgary, and of course your Coyotes. Makes sense. The award winners. Also, we were up 2-0 on the Sound Tigers in the AHL, and then, yeah. Back-to-back cups for the LA Kings. After winning the President's Trophy as well. The Art Ross Trophy to Steven Stamkos. Sidney Crosby wins the Hart. The Norris to Justin Schultz. Okay. Late being to Patrick Kane. The Calder to Evgeny Kuznetsov. Conn Smythe to Mike Richards. Damn. Vezina to Pecorine. So hot right now. Selke to Pavel Datsyuk. Lindsay to Crosby. Rocket Richard to Ovechkin. In the AHL, you had the Butterfield for playoff MVP go to Anders Nilsson. The best goaltender, Philip Grubauer. The best defenseman, Ryan Murphy. The top rookie, Tomas Hertl. The top goal scorer, Tomas Hertl. League MVP, Travis Morin for the second year in a row. And the points leader, Tomas Hertl. So a good season for Hertl, to say the least. It sets us up for what should be a very stacked draft. Frank, what's going on, by the way? And yeah, as I've explained to others, we had to do it. We had to move on. Of course you'd want me to take Tyson Bailey. Of course you would. The GOAT, Tyson Bailey. Oh my goodness, a retirement screen. Imagine. We do lose Shane Doan. We also lose Mark Savard. Zdeno Chara retired. Alfie. Saku Koivu. And numerous others. Including Chris Pronger. Goodbye, my sweet, beautiful cap whale. Mr. Neck per 60, Dougie Murray, also retired. You hate to see it. Let me make sure the trade block is as I still want it. And it is. We do not want our first round picks on the block. But do we want to put anybody in particular on the block? I don't think there's really going to be anybody with value that we can put on the block. Willie Mitchell? No one's going to take him with that contract. We'll just leave it open. Why not? So we head to the draft. Has my GM reputation fallen off a cliff yet? Still at 21. At least for now. Give it time. I might try to avoid cap whales, so we'll see. In terms of the draft, we end up with picks number 3, 14, 15, and 22. And that third pick isn't ours originally. Montreal and Colorado are ahead of us. The question is, when any trades happen. Tampa wants Michael Stone and Kyle Chipchura for a 2nd and a 7th. There's no reason to not take it. But I'm not going to take it because I want to make sure I can at least talk to Montreal. Gagne, Stone, and Chipchura for a 1st and a 2nd. Again, Gagne is only 25. He is a solid second-line center. I could even get a second-line center with that pick. I'm going to say no to that, too. Honestly, I don't think that's worth it for me right now. If we look at Montreal, are they willing to trade the pick? They are. Can I wish? No, I can't, actually. I hope you have a terrible day. Absolutely terrible. Can we work out a deal with Montreal? There is an argument about Gagne and Bodker and if they should be a part of the build moving forward. Habs won't take Connor. He's not French. Fair. They want Bodker. They want Gagne. That won't be enough to do it, obviously. But if we add that 22nd pick from Boston... Bodker, Gagne, and the 22nd pick for the 1st overall pick from Montreal. Are they willing to do this? They're not, because Bodker's deal is coming up, even though he's an RFA. Fuck. That really hurts our chances here. It really hurts our chances. So Sam Gagner would have to be the centerpiece of this deal. Gagner, the 15th, and a second rounder next year. They said yes. And apparently I gave him too much value. Gagner, the 15th, and a second next year for the first overall pick from Montreal. So we now have 1, 3, 14, and 22. We did lose Sam Gagner, but the first overall pick is ours. And you pretty much know who it has to be. Matt Barzal. Oh, it's got to be Matt Barzal. In terms of goalies, by the way, nobody projected. No, that's a lie. Dawson McCauley, Louis-Philippe Guindon. Oh, that's who they would have taken. And Benedict. I mean, it's Rosberg because he's German. Okay. Interesting. What do you got for defenders? Mellock, Hora, LeBlanc, Jeremy Waugh. Well, the pick is obvious. And I'm really hoping to end up with McDavid and Barzal here. We're taking McDavid first. Come on. Yeah! Sam Gagner, a middle first and a second to end up with McDavid and Matt Barzal. That's so stupid. I know there are goalies there. This dude's fucking 5'8". Short king or not, I don't even care. Oh my God. Connor McDavid and Matt Barzal on the same team. Let's go. The goalies go off the board. Bailey to Dallas. What else do we got? Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're still going to have players available here. So first round skaters, Travis Konechny, Nick Mellock, Nick Waugh, Frank Hora, Stefan LeBlanc, Nick Merkley, Jeremy Waugh, Francis Beauvillier, Nikita Korostelev. Okay, so it drops off from there, the first to second round. Alexei Sorella, McCoy Urkamps, Ryan Pilon, Gabriel Gagner, Raphael Mehu, Lawson Krause, Connor Burgess in the second round. What do we got for goalies? Nick McBride and Ty Edmonds. Oh, there's no way the dog just barked to go outside. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, I don't really care who we take. I mean, Waugh looks amazing. We'll try the whole Emmy go lay down trick and see if that results in her barking again. If she barks again, she really, really has to go out. Sometimes she barks to go out at 1 a.m. because she's bored. So, we could go for Waugh. We could go for Konechny. I mean, Nick Mellock. I mean, we did just take 2 forwards. We could go for a defender. Obviously, like the looks of Jeremy Waugh. Really quickly. Let's see. All right, so probably terrible defense for Konechny. Good to know. Mellock, we don't really know. The stick checking's accurate. It's only at a 69, which is pretty bad. Nick Waugh, not a good skater. Frank Hora is a phenomenal skater, apparently. From what we know about him. We don't know a damn thing about Nick Merkley. 4-star defense, allegedly, for Jeremy Waugh. I don't know how to go for here. The first 2 were obvious. We don't really know anything about McBride or Edmonds. I'm kind of afraid to take a goalie. And we do have Mark Byzantine in the system already. So, honestly, at this point, I'm not really worried about, like, oh, balancing it out. I'm worried about name value. So, you know, shits and giggles, we're going to take Travis Konechny, too. Why not? Why not also take Travis Konechny? McDavid, Barzal, Konechny. There's our future top line. We have one more pick in this round. Nick Merkley, Jeremy Waugh, Francis Beauvillier. I mean, now would probably be the time to take Jeremy Waugh. There wasn't anybody... Actually, in fairness, we don't have a second round pick. Do we? I don't know if we have a second. I don't know if we have a third. So, give me a minute just to look at the list. Just to see who's around. Hello? Okay, I didn't do that, but sure. Let's see. Dylan Strome. Keegan Colasar. How hasn't Cameron Yarwood been solidified as an internet meme over the years? Look at that fucking mustache. He'd be great for the mustache team. Jack Rodwall, Nikita Lyapkin, Paul Bittner, Spike Piero-Zabel, Ethan Bear, Pavel Zacha. Love me some Pavel Zacha. I do. Travis Dermott's a third rounder. Vincent Praplin, former Shark, at least in the AHL. Ty Comrie, Nevin Guy. Might be Nevin Gee. Dude, Mitch Marner, there he is. Fourth rounder. I was going to say. He's just non-existent. Laura Kynan. They did love Etu Laura Kynan around this time. Like I said, I'm really not worried about goalies, though. There would have to be somebody where it's like, yeah, we can't not take him. And at least for the immediate future, that doesn't exist. You know what? I actually am on board with the idea of taking Dylan Strome. It's a little bit early, but screw it. Let's have fun. Welcome in one Dylan Strome. It's be late to see who else is getting taken here in the first round. And the Kings took Pilon. Yeah, we don't have a second rounder, which doesn't surprise me. But hell of a deal there with Montreal. Carolina's calling. Kyle Chipchura and Joe Vitale for a third and a sixth. I mean, in reality, these two are just bottom six options. You know, that third rounder, it could be somebody with the higher ceiling. I think that's a risk we have to take. So we are going to take that particular trade. As well, Chicago is calling. Connor Murphy and Michael Stone for Philip Deneau, a third and a fifth. I do love me some Philip Deneau, 22, 3.5. But Murphy... 22, 4-star red. 78, the red star scares me a bit. And Stone's 25, not going to get too much better. A 4-star red scares me a little bit for Connor Murphy. He did get better throughout last season, though. I'm going to say no to this. I'm going to hold off for now. All right, well, let's quick sim the second round. We'll check back through literally right now to see who got drafted. So I'll give you guys a second to look over this. I don't think I need to read out the whole dang thing. Lawson Krause go to Minnesota, though. We're moving on in 5, 4, 3, 2. Comes after 2. 1. There we go. All right. Anything in the third round? No trades there. Quick sim, Bittner, Zacha. The most familiar names that are off the board. So let's see who we have in the third round. We do know that Mitch Marner will still be on the board, and now is probably the time for him. Really quickly in terms of goalies. Someone said that guy's good, but I don't trust chat, to be honest, about who's good anymore. You could thank Endo Mills for that. You can thank Endo for that. Oh, Travis Dermott, though. But we got to keep going for the memes. We did not create Matthews. No, he's not in this. We are going to take Mitch Marner, though, in the third round. Hope for the best because we don't have a pick in the fourth round. Dermott went to the Blues. Not too many other super familiar names at this stage. Yeah, we don't have a 4th round pick. Unless the trade comes up, Buffalo is calling. Excuse me? I will never trade Mike Brown. How dare you? Boston calling. I will never trade Mike Brown. Never. All right, round 4. You can see the names that went off the board here. Not too many NHL relevant names at this stage. Although I do love the last name of Wapple. Anton Forsberg's probably the most familiar name there. Round number 5. Do we have any trade offers? Tampa's calling. Connor Murphy and Stone for a 2nd and a 5th. I'm going to say no to that. Gonna say no. So hopefully I don't get in trouble, by the way, for kind of reaching for some of these picks. Daniel Sprong to Minnesota. And Kivi Ranta to the Islanders. We are up, though. Who is available at this stage of the drafts? Austin Lotz, Tony Eskalainen, Jacob Brennan, Storm Phaneuf is there again. Frankie Polizzi, I'm 22 over here. Cott and Jason Rue. It's not looking that good. In terms of skaters, who do we got? Adam Tambellini, Vince Dunn. Don't know if he'll be any good, but Vince Dunn is there. Nico Ojimaki. Ivan Bermistrov, a generated defenseman. Alec John Banville. So nice they named him twice. Well, right now, Martin Bobosh. It's amazing. Boston Lear, Clark Wilson. Right now, we have our pick. It's pretty straightforward. It is going to be one Vincent Dunn. Because it's Vince Dunn. 2 picks in the 6th round, but you got to look at the rest of the picks there. Again, the name value wasn't quite off the charts. Holy shit, a McCartney get the Beetle. Maybe I should have. Do we have trade offers before the 6th round? We do. Detroit's calling. Absolutely not. And St. Louis is calling. Absolutely not. Mike Brown is in high demand. Incredible. All right. What do we have here? I mean, Alex Renaud is listed at like a guaranteed 3.5 star. I had a feeling I should have taken him last time. We're definitely taking him this time for that reason, because he looks like he could be pretty damn good, even if it's a red star. So we'll take him. And then anybody else that was projected to be drafted that has a fun name in terms of name value. And it doesn't look like the answer to that's going to be yes. I don't want to go off the board with picks anymore because it's clear that gets me in trouble. In terms of potential, please don't crash. Thank you. Apparently we know that Nelson Armstrong's good. Saku Kinnunen. Oh, fuck. It did the change over the forwards. Let's take Kinnunen since he's expected to be drafted. We'll take him. Again, not that too many familiar names left at this stage, so I'm just going to go for it. Chicago. Murphy and Stone for Mark McNeil. No, I don't want to trade Connor Murphy. So our final pick of this draft. Like I said, I'm not really going to go off the board anymore. Those are players we could probably get anyway. There's Jaden Deming, Michael Gugavaz, Carl Malcolm, Mackenzie Blackwater down there. We could find those guys on the free agent list down the road. I cannot possibly listen to this song right now. I cannot possibly. Give me something I want to listen to. Spotify, please. Thank you. It's got to be Nelson Armstrong. I agree. I mean, he's 21, but hey, let's test to see if that potential is actually accurate. But we did our biggest bit of damage at the start of this draft, no doubt about it. The likes of Connor McDavid. I tried so hard not to lose rep, and somehow I still did. It doesn't make sense. Let me guess. It's like a -50 right now somehow. How the hell did I lose rep? This game is fucking rigged. This game is rigged. I went from 21 to -1 for no reason whatsoever. It doesn't make sense. I took like one dude. Is it because I took dudes that were projected to be undrafted? It happens all the time. From a goalie perspective, we'll certainly be holding on to Mark Byzantine. I do love me some Mike McKenna. We can let go of Mike Lee. He's probably not going to become anything because Brendan Burke has to be signed to his ELC. I want, well, Brendan Burke can actually be the backup. I mean, Stalock and Byzantine as our goaltending. Works for me. We can bring in Mike McKenna to be the AHL starter for the year. I am okay with that. We can actually pay him some money here. And then we also have Louis Domingue under contract, but he's just not going to cut it. So that's pretty much our goaltending for next year. Already sorted. I do have to sign Mark Byzantine, though. We'll see if he takes this offer. Just to get him under contract for a while. Defensively, we'll certainly hold on to Brandon Gormley. Can let go of David Schlemko for now. We can let go of Patrick McNeil for obvious reasons. We can let go of Dylan Reese for obvious reasons. And Andrew Campbell. And Mark Lewis. Although I think it was Mark Louis. We can sign David Westland. That's fine. We got to sign Nelson Armstrong. He's only a 61, 3.5 red star. We can play him in the AHL. Vince Dunn, 3.5 star. Not bad. Dyson Mayo still looks terrible. So we'll have some work to do defensively. Right wing side, BJ Crombeans deals up. I'm going to let BJ go for now. We can let go of Jordan Schwartz. We can let go of Phil Lane. Left wing side, Bodker, obviously got to qualify. Anton Bleed's not going anywhere. Darian Jarzynski can go. Peter Solaric is staying. Perlini, wow, they did not like Perlini in this game. Alex Renaud, 3.5 star. It's not bad. Bunting, still don't need to sign him or Dvorak. Edgar's Calda, I'm probably not going to sign at all. Then for the centers, we can keep Brandon McMillan around as a bottom sixer. Kevin Porter can go for now. I love him, but Alex Bolduc can go for now as well until we know our full situation. Noah Rod goes nowhere. Keep Jordan Martinook. McDavid's a 71 at 18 years old, so we won't immediately sign him. Brendan Shinneman, not going to cut it. Kinnunen, 20 years old, 4 red star. That's not bad. Get him in the AHL immediately, see if he pans out. Laurent Dauphin, we will definitely sign. So we actually have a decent little prospect pool so far. Barzal, 4.5 gold. Tremendous. Jan-Pavel LaPlante can go. And then you get a look at everybody that we have here. 4-star red for Marner. 4.5 gold for Konechny. Holy shit. Strome's 4-star gold. And then there's Tyler Gaudette. Yeah, we got some forward prospects in that draft, didn't we? God damn. Sheesh. That worked out way too well.